Hi Pisces, this is, wait, the mic is on, wait a minute guys, hold on 1 second. Hi Pisces, this is your 2021 yearly read. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. This year we're doing it a little bit different. I am we're going to be looking at each quarter, so 3 months at a time, but we will be looking at each month individually. So to give a little more details, hi guys, a little bit more details. I took the liberty of pulling a card, one card that would signify how would Pisces sum up their 2021, right? What would be the main, most memorable energy that you could tie into your 2021 by the end of the year? And I got the Eight of Cups. This is walking away from any type of situation that you've built up, some type of memories where you have invested emotionally, mentally, physically to some extent, and you're now moving forward. This can be a choice. This can be a forced move, but it is a move nonetheless, and it is in the quest to obtain happiness or satisfaction. So you guys will be on an emotional quest to remove yourself and walk away from one cycle of life that has been fulfilled in search or en route to what will ultimately make you happy and give you satisfaction. So there's that. It's not always the most happiest card. It could be painful. It's like bittersweet to have to walk away from something that you probably don't want to, but it probably is in your best. And for some of you, it will be straight out of the beginning of this quarter, January, February, March, because this is how you're seeing your overall quarter, January, February, March, and that is an ending. For some of you, it could be painful. Others of you, it is something that you've already dealt with. And now you're at a place where, it's funny. I gotta look through this deck because one of these decks, I think it's the same thing, but it says everything is fine. So I'm not sure. But some of you this quarter, January, February, or March, at some point, you may feel like something is mentally draining and that you have to be done with it. It could happen. You're making this decision or it's happening to you. You come into this year in career, there could be a lot of celebrations, communicating with loved ones, family members, that sort of thing. But I feel like you are kind of trying to keep your balls in the air when it comes to my finance and money. There may be some moving or some adjustments that just took place and now you're trying to settle in. For some of you, you may have a couple of streams of income and you may feel a little bogged down with your volume of work. Some of you travel, for a living. That can be a little bit challenging as well. I do see if you have a business partnership with someone, it could be very difficult to do business with a particular person, is what it looks like to me in January. Be careful with people who aren't the most ethically sound, who could be lying to you or hiding the truth. You may also deal with a difficult female as well. In in the month of January. Things with this woman will kind of die down in February. I do see February being one of your really good money months. Some of you could just get additional money you weren't expecting, paying out money, but I feel like this is more receiving money for some of you in the month of February. This could be a male or female, but I feel like in February there's a male energy who's going to be a help and a benefit to you when you're stuck or in a mental bind, right? You're not seeing clearly. You can lean on a male energy here that is going to help you. But February looks like a really great money month. Looks like there could be a job offer comes to you then. And by March, there could be an abrupt change that you're not expecting, right? You may have to make an adjustment. This adjustment could come as a result of a move, again, of some type of change that starts with this woman here in January, and then she comes back and all hell breaks loose by March. So guys, do expect there to be some shakeups and changes to your income by March. This could be, you can go from, a two income to one income. It could be anything. So there is a change and a shakeup in your finances in the month of March. It could be because of a decision that you make or that's made for you, and there's going to be change. In your home life, I do see that, excuse me, guys. Excuse me. January, February, and March sees you in home looking really good. Home is where the heart is, although it doesn't seem that you're staying home very much. Some of you may room with other people, and there may be a cast out. Like if there's three of you rooming, there's someone who is never around, there may be someone who's never around and someone that needs to be talked to kind of keep up their end of the bargain, if that makes any sense. But I see you guys moving. I see you guys traveling, possibly to go see someone because of a relationship. I see some of you going to travel to see your children. I see travel on the menu. And going back to, some of you are going to familiar places in March. You're going to familiar places. And by that time, it'll be your birthday season. Happy birthday. And I do see some of you are taking trips and travels and also enjoying some one-on-one time with your lover as well. So that looks really good. Overall, January, February, and March in your home life looks really good. A lot of love, a lot of movement from February on. February and March looks like you're moving around quite a bit and also enjoying a lot of fun times with people that you're really close with. So that's good. In your love life, you Pisces couples, it looks like there's a great heart-to-heart that the two of you are having. Someone could be, I feel, expressing their love to you or getting something off of their chest. They are giving you their truth. This is something that they've been thinking about for quite some time. And you're never far from someone's mind. Okay, this could be if this is a new relationship, your person is very open at this time. Even if it's a return or reigniting a relationship. I heard friendship. So for some of you, this could have started off as a friendship and is now moving its way into something more romantic. But you have a male energy here. It could be male or female, but someone is being very honest, open about their feelings. In February, I feel like you have someone who's very stable, who's very solid. This could be same-sex energy for some of you. This also can be some of you Pisces women are dealing with two male energies here. One who cares deeply for you and who's your support system. Someone that you've been in an established relationship with, and someone that you may have an emotional connection with. Like they may have feelings for you or have a crush on you. I do see that some of you Pisces women are going to have a time with people wanting to express how they feel about you. You may get more attention in the month of February. Pisces coupled women, you're in a relationship, but there's someone who still is, expressing his feelings for you, right? So there's that. I do get where there could be third party energy, but I also get for some of you, there being an opportunity to, propose. So some of you are getting proposed to. Some of you are moving in with your significant other. You are creating business together. You're working on a business by March. It's very karmic. So there is a change that's happening. And like I said, March is going to be one of those major months for you guys where you may look back and say, that's when things changed. I got proposed to. I got this new job in a different location. I got fired, but then I found such and such. Like things are moving out of your control, or some of you may be in preparation for this moment, for this month, but March is that month where things are changing and it's redirecting you or setting you on a new path. And pretty much a lot of signs have gotten like a Wheel of Fortune straight out at the beginning of the year of resetting their life in some kind of way. So there's that. So good start of your January, February, and March, even in love for you couple Pisces. Single Pisces, January sees you not really focusing on finances. Love, not so much. You even may have someone on the block list because you're more focused on your finances and career. Some of you may have tried to get a hold of someone, open up to them, reach out to them to no avail. And you will then find yourself focusing more on your finances and your career. You could be at times you're able to focus and sometimes not, it could be an up and down process. But for the most part, I do see you being more focused of your finances than a relationship. February sees you single Pisces This could be something new. This could be a new relationship coming in, and it's kind of like you guys needing to learn more about each other. For some of you, this could be an existing relationship, like someone coming back to you. This could also be child support, taking someone to court to figure out, and it kind of shows up here too. So some of you, if you have any issues with child support, custody, that sort of thing, support, this is something that comes up in February for you guys. You'll be addressing this issue. It looks like it'll be very positive for you Pisces as well. So again, it could be a paying out or receiving financial support, but there is a squaring away some issues and also being enlightened. February is going to be that month for you Pisces singles where you become more clear about what is going to make you happy. What do you want in a new and established relationship? Who you are, what can you bring to the table, and what are you expecting from your other person? So you kind of get clear emotionally about your overall happiness and how you're going to begin your new year in love for some of you. March sees you trying to approach what looks like a new person. This could be a fire sign female here, so Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. This person could be any sign. This also could be you guys either moving slowly towards someone that least expects it, or someone is moving slowly toward you that least expect it. This can be new love coming your way, and slowly but surely, when your mind is more focused on leaving the past away, or leaving the past behind, excuse me. So new person could come in. This is going to be a slow but steady process forward. So you'll know which side of it you're on, whether you're the person taking it slow or your person is taking it slow with you. Allow that to happen. It's necessary. It may seem right now when you're meeting the person or getting to know them in the month of March that this is like, okay, is this real? Like, are they even interested in me? I just want to look really quick. Okay, so someone wants to communicate with you and talk and clear the air, and you may not be up to communicate. That's why someone could be taking it really slow. Okay, as far as new love is concerned, for me, I feel like the first quarter for you guys is great for couple relationship. Pisces, it's just going to be extra men coming kind of out of nowhere to express themselves, and even may give your person some competition if you're a Pisces woman. Pisces men, you may have your emotions. You may be feeling a double emotion at the same time. Love your person, very stable, committed, ready to propose, move in, take things to the next level with your person. And you're expressing that the very first quarter. So some of you could be seeing marriages, like I said, the first quarter with Pisces couples. And singles, it's almost like squaring away leftover issues, dealing with those things, and possibly experiencing a new budding relationship that will take a very slow process to develop. Now let's look at your second quarter. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is put the date. Hopefully you guys can see it. I'll put it here because I don't have any space. Just so you guys, when you are listening, you can hear or you know exactly what date, what quarter we're in. So we're in the second quarter, and that is April, May, June. And it looks like for some of you, you're going to feel like this year, I did not pull, hold on one second. Okay, so work is going to be very much a focus for some of you. You may get a reward on accolade or win something when it comes to career finance or your job. You are going to feel like this month kind of went by pretty quickly. You blinked and it was gone. Some of you, again, there could be some form of moving, someone coming to see you. Developments or things happening rather quickly here. And straight away in April, I feel like some of you are being more conservative with your finances, which looks really good. It will be a benefit for you to do so. You may have a lot of aggression, or people have a lot of aggression around you in the month of April, and that could be a bit of a challenge. You may put someone in their place and maybe probably never had to, and now you have to in the month of April. I see you being more conscious with your finances. I also see finances increasing in April, but there's going to be some kind of a change in your income in May. So be very conservative and plan ahead, because there could be a loss of a job, a decrease in income. Excuse me, there's going to be some challenges in working or maintaining a schedule. And once again, we're seeing that Eight of Cups, right, which was your overall theme. So for some of you, this goes to leaving a job, right? And you may say, I left my job, or I got let go of, laid off, that type of thing. It kind of gives me a layoff feeling. But then in the month of June, I found a way out of it. You know, some of you may finish a program, graduate from college, and now you're able to make more money or find a new avenue because you now have closed one cycle and you can start another. So whatever this is, by the time you get into June, you'll figure a way out of that place and you'll be able to get back on your feet. There can be a problem with the male energy in June. Someone may not be the most honest. Someone may be making some changes around you that you're not anticipating. So be careful with dealing with people. Whoever this person shows up in April, they may be a problem by the time you get into June. Just like it's almost like a repetitive thing. In your first quarter, there was a woman who showed up the beginning of the month, beginning of the year, and then by the end of the quarter, she was a bit of a problem. So your second term, you're going to have this man show up trying possibly to get, or you're probably trying to get some help, aid, or clarity, which could be difficult. It could get a bit messy. And then in June, this person may be the reason why you had to leave or why you're making an adjustment or a change, especially if you are in business partnership with this person. Okay, I do see some changes and people going their separate ways, but it kind of almost is a benefit for you because it kind of allows you to create something all on your own here. Home life looks really good too. I feel that you guys are possibly having some really deep and heavy conversations with family members. You may be getting some clarity regarding family. This could be anything, right? You want to go on a trip next month? Oh yeah, I want to go on a trip. You know, it could be anything where you're making plans and getting clarity with family members and that sort of thing. And then in May, it sees you kind of dealing with legal matters. It could be, for some of you, this could be turning your home into a business entity. This could be working from home. This could also be anything where there's some type of adjustments that needs to be made. This also could be some type of legal issue that you're having with your area, your neighborhood, the place where you live, people that you kind of work with. This could also be you leaving a job and you're working from home, and now they have to you have to deal with the I can't think of what I want to say. You have to deal with what comes with people putting and installing stuff in your home, and just getting things squared away is what it looks like to me. This also could be, settling things, getting on track with your family, your home life, really reestablishing rules and regulations in the home, what's expected, that sort of thing. I feel like in June, some of you are a little bit kind of tired of the people that you live with. You may have some issues with people that you live with. Some of you, if you live with other people in your home and you have a mate, there could be some issues around that. This could be an issue with a father, a brother, a significant other is what it looks like to me in June for some of you Pisces. I also see where there's addressing family issues if you are in a love relationship, right? This could be planning the wedding. This could be dealing with all of the paperwork and all of the to-do that you have to kind of get fixed and completed. This could be people inserting themselves into the wedding plans and you're not necessarily liking that. So in June, if you're like having to deal with extended family or family members, you're going to feel a little bit overwhelmed. It could be you or another person, but I just feel a bit overwhelmed by all of what you have to do or all that's expected of you there. Now, when it comes to second quarter and your love life for you Pisces couples, I see a passing, so my condolences. For some of you who may have experienced a passing of someone, this also can be a breakup, obviously, to which someone isn't taking it, is taking it pretty heavy. And they feel like it really comes down to timing. So I don't feel like the two of you are completely over it. There is just taking some time for yourself to evaluate where you want to be in this relationship, if you even want it at all, right? So April sees a breakup or a disconnect, whether it be permanent or temporary for some of you. And May sees you guys kind of taking more of a break. For some of you, this can be vacation, going on vacation with your person, right? Or making those plans. Others of you, congratulations, because you're pregnant and you may be bed rest, right? Home rest. You have to stay home. You have to stay in the house, which doesn't give the two of you too much to do outside. And that speaks to having to get things set up inside your home, because maybe you cannot go to work. You can't physically be out and about amongst others for protection purposes. For some of you, I feel that, again, going back to this not speaking, some type of breakup, this could be dragging into May, because someone was more sidetracked and was focusing on other things and other people than the relationship. They're still thinking about you, though, or vice versa. Neither one of you have completely moved on. Well, someone could have. So in June, I feel like there's communication coming between the two of you. They're still waiting on one person's part of, do I still wait on this and reinvest in it? Someone is getting clarity, giving their truth, or cutting this situation out. But you are missed, or you're missing your person. They're still missing here. But I would say that the second quarter, April, May, and June, may be a bit difficult for couples trying to get things right, trying to get on the same page with one another. Communication is key here, because someone needs to communicate. They need to get clarity. They need to get an understanding. If not, they kind of can get stuck pretty easily. The male energy here may be not in the best place, while the female is kind of whatever she's feeling, good, bad, or indifferent. She kind of keeps that quiet and she keeps it to herself, tucked away pretty deeply. But I do see very clearly that in the second quarter, the male energy seems to be a bit challenged by all of this that's happening, but trying to also be patient enough to see it through and hoping that things get better is what it looks like to me. There's still this theme of three men in one woman's energy. So for some of you Pisces women, there are three men that still think about you. There could be two men that still think about you, long for you. You're going to be on the minds of at least two men for the better part. I would say at least for the first 6 months of the year. We'll see if this continues. But at least for the first 6 months of the year, you Pisces coupled women, there is two men who long for you, who think of you, who miss you. This is the first time I'm seeing this out of all the signs I've done. So you definitely have, boyfriends, ex-husbands, exes of years past, who now is thinking about you more than ever. Still just thinking, longing to be able to communicate. They probably already know that you're committed or you're not, like they can't come forward, but they still think of you. So that's interesting. Pisces singles, April could be that time where you are making up a lost time with someone, getting to know them. This could be also a reconciliation of someone from the past. You have a lot of control over this person. It's a very passionate connection you have with them. I feel April will be that month where you really feel connected, confident, like it's benefiting. This relationship is very much a benefit for not just you, but your person. For others of you, I feel like it's you giving yourself more self-care and love, spending more time around your loved ones and people that matter, being the nurturer, the caring person, the person that can help people get through any situation or circumstance. So definitely you will be poised or looked at as someone that could be quite a bit of help for people in the month of April. For some of you, again, this is a new love that you're kind of getting to know this new person and having a good time kind of getting to know this person. But by May, it looks like you may be going on your own. I can't seem to grab them. This could be over and you're just like off and doing your own thing, or someone just might cut this off and do their own thing. Others of you, it's like you can finally let the past go and leap into this new relationship with someone in May and take a trip or take a chance in new love. But it's not going to be as easy as you think. So for some of you that is talking to a new person and you still have a past energy lingering, that energy, although it was quiet in April, you may feel like you've kicked the person or kicked the issue or kicked the past by May. In June, it kind of creeps back up again. For some of you, either this is going to be showing up in a new relationship where it's like, well, we were great. And then June came and communication, although we still communicate a lot, it seems like the energy has shifted between the two of us, and it almost feels like we're in this hopeless place where we don't make each other happy. For some of you, it could be communicating with a new person, getting to know someone new while you're still trying to overcome this past person that you could still be, kind of seeing here and there, or still have lingering in your energy. So second quarter for single Pisces, it seems to be on a winding road of like great at first, and things start to make some bit of a change until we get into June. But it still looks like communication may be flowing pretty openly. So it will be a good time to address any issues with someone that you're getting to know, Pisces singles, so that it doesn't fall too far and it doesn't stay stagnant in that energy of hopelessness, like this just isn't going to work out. So that's your second quarter. Now let's look at your third quarter. Okay, so now we're going to look at your third quarter, and that is July, August, and September. And this quarter, I feel like you kind of, for some of you, you may be shut. What do I want to say here? Well, for one, this is going to be a quarter of judgments and final decisions of some sort, okay, which shows prominently in the month of August, okay? So there could be a court case if you guys anticipate going to court or having to settle something. It shows up here in August for a lot of you, and the challenge will be paying something out, right? They both show up here. So there could be having to, in order for you to get freedom, in order for you to finish or put something behind you and move on once and for good, you may have to pay something out. What you're expecting, you may have to make some adjustments because you may not be getting exactly what you're expecting. Or you may have to pay something out. So that's one part that some of you may be experiencing, some type of judgment or decision that is made that, again, either you have to pay money out or what you're expecting is not going to happen exactly the way you expect it. Okay, so there's that. There's a sense of feeling a little bit despondent to situations and people around you. For some of you, this could be love where you don't really want to deal with your person or the situation and circumstances at this time. You could be so focused on a particular thing in life. Excuse me. Excuse me. That in the right? Excuse me, guys. I apologize. That in the third quarter, and that is July, August, and September, you have opportunities come your way, but you could be missing them simply because you're so focused on something else. This could be the time that you're like, the third quarter saw it being a bit difficult for me to focus on other things. I was so focused on this thing, or I didn't want to be bothered with this person. They wouldn't leave me alone, or I just wasn't in the mood. I could have been in a bit of a funk at some point at this quarter that I really couldn't focus on other things. That is how some of you may see this quarter. I do see that there is either feeling blocked, like you can't, well, one, you're going to feel blocked, that's for sure, to some extent in the month of July. I feel like it's showing up in your home life where you're feeling a bit blocked. You can't go out with friends and have a good time like you would want to. Some of you could be ending that, like, I've been home, I've been staying home, now I don't have to anymore, now I can go out. That's for some of you, but you may not be able to go exactly where your friends are going or doing exactly what you want. So there is still going to be some form of having to stifle yourself, being somewhat held back from doing what you want to do. And that could create, having to balance your finances, being conservative. I do still see increase in income in July, but being again more conservative about your finances, being more cautious about the things that you do and the money that you spend in the month of July. August sees again finances coming in, you taking some type of leap of faith. There could be also an end to a cycle, like finally cutting loose a business partnership, a job, you getting paid out, you paying something finally, but this allows it to finally be done, right? You could take a hit because you have to, for some of you, may be paying something, right? By way of a judgment here, you have to pay something out. You may have taken a hit, but it's all for the better good. In the long run, it'll be for the better good, right? Because September sees you getting more income, getting money in. It may not put you right where you need to be or where you want to be, all right, or where you used to be, but that's coming, right? The challenge would be that you may get money in, but it's not money where you can invest in, or you may not necessarily see. So if you're giving money, don't think that you're getting your money back, right? So in September, if people are asking for money, if you have to pay something out, you may not be seeing that money back in September. Okay. You may not have any extra money to give or to invest or to loan at this time, not in the month of September. I would say overall, because this is now up until 9 months, I would say be conservative with your finances. There seems to always be money coming in, but I also see, months of you being kind of concerned about your finances. And then there is some big payout or anticipation of money coming your way, and that may not happen. The amount of money you're expecting or this big payout that you have to pay may, it may be a challenge for you financially, but it always looks like you're trying to like work yourself out of it. Home life sees you. Now, this is a kind of thing, like I said, you may not be able to go out with your friends and family. Some of you can now resume. So some of you know, some of you, yes, you can, but you still will have provisions and restrictions is what it looks like to me. And that's in July. August sees you kind of at home quite a bit. You may be in your house, spending a lot more time at home with children, with people that you enjoy. Some of you could be very much disconnected from a loved one and spending a lot of time. If you are in an internet relationship, a digital relationship where the two of you are very far from each other, the idea of dealing with this person right now may turn you off. Like you don't want to be bothered with them anymore. For whatever reason, this person could be born in August. There could be an issue going on in August that you may come to the conclusion that this isn't working for you anymore. The reason why I say they're born in August, because you may anticipate spending time with them. And it's like a major holiday for them. Or a major festivity for them, but you can't be there. They can't be with you. They could be with someone else, and that may give you like a clue. For some of you is what it looks like to me. I just see being home, being more in loner mode, which is kind of odd for August because at least in this country it's pretty hot, so people are usually going out and about. But I also can see you kind of staying to yourself, even if people live around you, just being more in hermit mode, which is nothing new for a Pisces. And in September, you can get the house that you want, the apartment that you've been looking for. Like something comes across comes across to you, or someone gives something to you, offers something to you. Something can literally come out of the blue in your home. So an opportunity in your neighborhood, an opportunity that comes to you, like someone literally knocks on your door, or if you're looking for a property, you could find something now that almost will feel like it's coming out of the blue. So opportunities definitely in your home life seems to pick up in a positive way in September. Some of you, again, if you just bought a home or you're now deciding to decorate and invest in your home, you may put a little bit in and it's like, hell, I don't have enough money to make it look the way I want it to look. I'm going to have to wait. So it's just like a little bit of waiting before you spend any more money. All I see is quarter 3 is like wait before you just frivolously spend money. Don't frivolously spend your money. Wait. Take your time before you just put money in. Now let's look at love, okay? Love life for Pisces couples looks really good for your third quarter. Amazing. This is another really great. I think the first quarter and now this third quarter looks really good. So you guys are back on track. I do see a lot of love and affection being given at this time, especially in the month of July. Some of you are still pregnant and you're getting a lot of love, aid, and support from your significant other, or it could be a family member. Someone is there to help you along the way. This could be another person. I don't know why I feel like some of you are pregnant by one person, but you're already in another relationship by another person. And this person is very loving and caring and patient and kind with you as well. In the month of May, I don't know why I'm saying May. August. More love and affection I feel like you're getting. Again, I feel like some of you Pisces are getting married, getting proposed to. You have a earth sign person who truly is devoted to you, very loyal to you, extremely supported. He is your rock. He is very solid. He can be counted on. I feel like some of you are exchanging gifts and love letters, just really being emotionally open and giving to your person and really establishing this bond, this deeper bond with each other, which goes throughout the quarter. So you're even more happy because, again, there is a lot of love, generosity. Your person could be spoiling you by the time we get into the third quarter. I just see this is one of the strongest months for you. Strongest quarters for you Pisces in love. Extremely established bond here between you and your person. They make you immensely happy. They're extremely supportive of you. And I feel like some of you Pisces women, you have a man who is very balanced. He's extremely loving and caring in every way imaginable, and he's also extremely supportive of you, and he does well for himself. He has a nice amount of money, but he's extremely supportive, loyal, and committed to you. You guys have gotten the jackpot, I would say. Oh, my mic dropped. You guys have found the jackpot in a partnership is what it looks like to me. If you've been having any problems, which it looks like you guys kind of did in the second quarter, you're definitely making up for that in the third quarter. And I have to say, you Pisces singles, this is also another good quarter. This is the quarter you're going to remember when it comes to love, because I feel for some of you, there's a move, there's a shift, there's a change that's happening that's divinely orchestrated. This is a pretty karmic month to me, is what it looks like. Some things are happening out of your control. But this is going to be July in particular, a time with moving past, moving on from, or physically moving, divinely orchestrated, brings you someone could be of your wildest dreams. You could go into someone's life and be, everything that they've hoped for as well. I just get a wish coming true. And for some of you, it could be physically going on a trip. It could be physically moving. Finally, it's like, finally, I've been wishing and praying for this, and finally I'm able to do it, which could be see your mate, meet a new person, move on from a past issue, and finally be open to start over again. Things are developing nicely. However, I feel like in the month of August, sorry, I'm getting my months messed up. In the month of August, there could still be some issues. Some of you just have money woes, and it's like, or something came up about money, and it's like, I really have to focus on this right now. Others of you, this is the time, August, where if you're still holding on to past hurts and pain, you're coming out of that. You are coming out of it. It's kind of like finally letting go. It's kind of like, you know how you feel one day, it's like, I feel great. I feel amazing. Yep, I'm good. And then like by that night, it's like, I don't feel good. I still don't feel good. It's like, what happened? I don't know. I don't feel good. I feel worse. So for some of you, like in July, you could feel great and fine and meet someone new or developing something with someone and things are going nicely. But by August, something is going on with you where you're shutting back down again, and you still need to overcome some form of disappointment. Could be heartbreak and pain, but also bridging the gap between you and another person as far as distance. So if you've been in a distant relationship, things start to come together nicely. Like this could be you saving money so that you can see your person, and you finally made those plans and you've been strategizing and planning. And then in the month of September, it sees the two of you finally coming together. So for you Pisces singles, this is going to be a quarter where life changes and you will be meeting. This is not for all of you. It's a general, it's not a personal reading, but for some of you are going to meet your person. And this is divinely orchestrated, this person coming into your life or you theirs. And this is when love begins. This is when love begins. Now I'm starting to see how this factors in quite a bit because it is almost like a introspective time that you'll look back if to no one but yourself and say, wow, this was the moment when life started for me with love, with this person, with this job, with this home, with this. It's that type of thing where I left one thing behind and new things started. And for some of you Pisces, it's going to be new love in a big sort of way. This is when your new love comes in. This is when love happens for you. This is when love starts for some of you here. And this can be old, this can be new, but it kind of starts completely new. Whatever it is a new cycle, a new beginning, and a new fresh start that you two both mutually feel. So that's what I have for you for the third. Let's go into your fourth and final quarter. Okay, so now this is your fourth and final quarter, October, November, December. And I feel like you will see this quarter as being a time where there's a lot to consider. You may be moving around quite a bit. This can be the beginnings of something. You know, this year for me, for you guys, Pisces, is a very karmic year. It's like I was telling Gemini, it's very karmic. So this is going to be a year where the karma shows up in your finances and career. For some of you, there is a lingering, drawn out issue that you're having with your finances. Okay. For some of you, I have to say, and I didn't touch on like third party. It didn't come up crazy in your reading anyway. So for some of you, this could be trying to get away from someone. Some of you, this Five of Pentacles has come up quite a bit. So that's going to be a major theme of being in this hopeless place with someone that you probably, for some of you, could be intimidated by, you know, because you're having to go to court. There's going to be some court issues going on with you, Pisces. Definitely there will be court issues. I do feel like success can come on either one of your sides. So I'm not going to say, oh, Pisces, you'll be successful, because it really just depends on the karma, and it's like karmic balancing. So for some of you, it's going to be balancing this karma in your home life and in your work and career. It could also be love life. But I get overall there's a karma, and be careful if you're doing anything unethically sound, because this is the year that it all comes to task. Someone could even be going to jail, unfortunately, is what it looks like to me. And there's someone who is a bit relentless, like they're not going to give up. They will drag you into court. You may have to drag this person into court. And it is something that just kind of finally needs to be taken care of. You guys are in this. I have to get this taken care of. I need to get this done. My life is almost suspended if I don't kind of take care of this. And it's not just you. It could be, you know, businesses, companies, everybody to some extent is feeling that sense of, well, this needs to be done. I'm addressing it now. Everything is kind of starting to not all go back to normal, but it's almost giving me like, this is just a karmic time. That's what I want to say. This is a karmic year for you. Be conservative with your finances. There's going to be something in your life that you have to address that is not going away if you do not deal with it. That's what's happening here. Okay. And for all of you, it'll be different. And the longer that you don't want to deal, and this may be particularly October, you're going to be in that I don't want to deal month in mode. I don't want to deal. I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to talk. I don't want to see it. Don't want to deal with it, but you're going to have to, right? October sees you guys feeling like you have to. Again, this is not just going out, having a good time, which it could speak to that, but this is also having to physically go out and take care of things, of as well. So some of you may feel like this was a busy quarter. Again, finances straight out in October could be a bit challenged. This does speak to increase in finances, but with the illustration, it could suggest that there's an ending of some money that you've been holding on tightly to. You may be at a crossroads as to, who can you trust? Who can you count on? Again, some of you are guarding yourself against someone who is either trying to take your money or trying to take something that you feel very close and connected to. This is going to be necessary to deal with it hands-on by November. It seems like you're communicating again. It seems like you've gotten it taken care of, whatever this issue was in October. Things are moving really quickly. This could be a really good month for you guys in November with your finances. Things start to pick up. It's almost like you kind of get this surge. When you get out of your mind of like, I don't want to deal, and start handling things get taken care of. So kind of not say that you need to initiate everything, but you're going to learn this year that you need to kind of deal with things head on and even initiate things so that they don't kind of spin out of control and it doesn't come back to bite you. Again, not trying to be negative, just trying to give you guys the reality of a situation. But it looks like, again, you do take care of it. And then there's a situation that kind of creeps up in your career and your finances. Once again, something you have to take care of. You may have the money, but again, you may not feel like things are going your way and opportunities are not the way that you want them to be. Some of you may also feel like someone is constantly on you. You're going to have, if you work a traditional job, you will have people making you feel as though they don't appreciate you. They're kind of unnecessarily hard on you. If you're trying to get things taken care of for your own business, you may find the people that, can help or they're there to help or to move your process along. That may be dragging out or taking a lot of time. You might have to drag people into court. You will have to kind of deal with things over and over again is what it looks like to me, And so, again, this is a quarter where you might feel like some of you are going to feel like, damn, I waited a little too long to do that. Why didn't I do that earlier? Why didn't I do this sooner? Why? Why? I just get this why. Because your reading to me is overwhelming about taking care of things from the past all coming to a head now, and someone being dead set on, not attacking you, but addressing something with you. Like they're dead set on that shit, and it could be you doing this as well. So that's kind of the overall feel. I feel like your last quarter of your home life, you guys are communicating with loved ones. August could be a little rough because you may be a little bit defensive and guarded and not open to compromise or communicate and get an understanding. But by October, you that changes and you become a little bit more open and understanding, and you may be able to finally get on a good page. So in this last quarter, November will be your best month, at least for home, career, and finance. December is not a bad month either in your home life, because I do feel like you start to get more of an understanding and kind of come around a little bit. So your home life gets more balanced, gets more loving, more patient, more kind, more communicative. And you're starting to finally deal with whatever the issues has been. You can kind of like put them behind you and have a sense of peace. So that's good. Some of you are going through a divorce or separation. It kind of drags out all year long. This could be pettiness. It could be vindictiveness. I'm sorry, guys, to have to say that because I've been not making your readings. Your readings have been looking really good, but there's been like this little on the sidelines. It's like, no, but there's problems over here. And I don't think I addressed it. So I'm kind of addressing everything now. But October, and I'm sorry if this sounds like it's all over the place. You're Pisces. Maybe you're keeping up with me. Sorry if I came in guns blazing in the last quarter with a bunch of shit unloading off of you guys. I do apologize. However, in October, I do feel that You guys are settling something possibly once and for all is what it looks like. This last quarter is a once and for all. We're finally finalizing and dealing with this. So there could be getting an understanding. Baby is here, so congratulations. There could be, taking care of the day-to-day things that now that baby is here, now that we've now reestablished or redefined our relationship, we're dealing with we're dealing with that, because I can't think of the words I want to say. We're dealing with having to now deal with the outcome of that, which is we're moving in together. We're dealing with moving or getting married. This is going to be the quarter where you're getting married or you're moving in with your person. I've been telling you guys this whole time, but for some of you couples, I do see a proposal. I do see getting married. I see a lot of pregnancies. That sort of thing is what it looks like to me. Oh, and going back, I think it was last quarter, you may be having a baby shower or wedding or some type of home celebration, but you cannot invite a lot of people or you can't physically have people over. So it'll still be more of that quarantine thing. I've already addressed what that could be. November, I see proposal. I see a proposal. And there could be an issue with money with your partner. And if it is, throughout this year, you'll see you and your partner, one of you, whoever is bringing issues with finances, they need to learn on their own, and they're going to learn on their own. And you could be just watching someone go through all of this karmic retribution. Like they are going to go through a big karmic lesson by the end of this, and you could just be watching this. But I also see congratulations, because there is a baby, there's a marriage, there's a planning of our next chapter in our lives together. I just see a wedding, and some of you may be marrying a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries individual. Definitely feeling very happy with them. It could definitely be a Sagittarius, because the Temperance card is here, Temperance card is there, the Queen of Wands is there. So it definitely could be a Sagittarius. There could just be some issues in finances. I have to be honest. Finances could be an issue, or the two of you may have had some rough times in your relationship, and you're trying to repair and reestablish this relationship. But it looks really, really good. If any of you are dealing with a possible separation or a breakup, someone may have already moved into a new relationship before this other relationship could even be done. Okay. Others of you are going to repair your relationship before it gets to a complete divorce or a full-on separation and moving out. I just see the relationships getting much better this quarter. I see you guys locking down your relationship and being more committed more than ever. Pisces singles, this quarter shows you guys kind of moving more on your own. Some of you are really stressed out and worried because you may have found out that someone is married or in a very established relationship. Some of you are having a hard time loving someone who lives life on their own terms. They're never around. They're not going to constantly be around. You have to kind of enjoy them when you can. Some of you are worried about that. Some of you are worried about a particular family member or a long-term relationship that used to be that is no longer. So you end the year, unfortunately, some of you Pisces singles, in your feelings, having a lot of fear and lack of closure. So there could be 1 minute you're coming into October feeling confident, still kind of the thoughts lingering of your person, of this past person. You're still thinking of them, but you're just like, forget it. I don't care. I have a lot of other things going on. I'll be okay. And then it all kind of hits you November and December, which typically happens around the holidays for a lot of people anyway, about this love relationship. I kind of want to get a little bit more clarity. Where's my deck? Oh. Okay. So for some of you, you might be okay. Some of you, you might be fine. Like you love someone, they may be struggling. So some of you, if you're Pisces singles, I'm talking to, if you just start to date someone, getting to know someone, take your time, because I feel like you have someone who is still trying to get over the past and they are going through it. They're like they could be going through like withdrawal symptoms from a past relationship that was very significant for them, that it's very difficult for them to just wipe the slate clean, leave it alone and move forward. So I would say give them their time to heal and to purge an old relationship. Especially some of you Pisces men could be going through that. I get more of a male energy going through the motions more than the female here. Next year seems like it's going to be kind of a challenging, well, this year, because today is a New Year's Day, but this year seems like it's going to be a challenge for some men in certain signs. So certain men may have issues here. So that's what I kind of see for your year. I apologize again. If you've understood everything I said this quarter, great. If it seemed like a winding road, you may have to listen to it again if you so choose to. But basically, to wrap up your year, because that's kind of it for me. I just feel that this is going to be, and I've explained, I'm not going to go through it again. I pretty much explained it ad nauseum at the beginning of your reading. Be very conservative with your finances. Save for a rainy day. Prepare for what is going to be rainy days, or at least the mentality of lack, right? Feeling like you just don't have enough. You always seem to, rebound. So just know when you start to feel that way, that it's better than you're thinking, and it's going to be fine. It's going to get better. Couples, you look really good, look really strong. I think the second quarter is probably the most challenging. Congratulations to you newlyweds, you newly engaged, you newly pregnant Pisces out there. And also for you singles, it looks like you're going through a winding road of possibly, I would say be careful about getting things going with a past person, because it can end kind of challenging. Also, new relationships, just give it time. Give yourself time, give your person time. You could easily meet people from different locations, which can be a challenge. But again, give yourself time. And for some of you, you're just going to be mourning a very significant, deep relationship. You have a deep connection to this person, and it may be a little bit more challenging than you thought to get over this person. So overall, that's what I have for you guys. I'm going to actually pull one more card just to see how are you going to feel about your 2022. Oops. Oof. Well, I have to say, your card is the Five of Pentacles. And as we know, that is being left outside of the cold, feeling a sense of lack, feeling like you need help. You may not know exactly where to go to get the help. This is two people. And I have to tell you, that's been the kind of theme this whole year, that you and another person. And it's quiet. So I don't know if you are physically around each other. The two of you may be distant from one another. This is kind of giving me energy of people that break up. Excuse me, they move on, but they still have assets. They still have to get divorced. They still have children to deal with. They still have all those things to deal with. You could be dragging this person into your 2022. So it's time to stop the mentality of lack, because you are too much of a manifesting sign to think, to keep that kind of lack mentality. And it really is asking you to have to make some changes. You're going to have to really make some changes. Some of you are going to have to cut someone off for once and for all, like literally cut it off. Some of you are going to have to address a financial issue. So that is going to be how some of you may feel about your 2022, but you don't have to accept this. No one does, right? This is a minor, so you can change that energy. And that just speaks to you, again, having to address it is what the card is suggesting, that you've got to kind of get clear about certain things, cut people out and kind of stay that way. Don't, when you cut them out, let them go and let them move on and set yourself free. You're setting yourself free, right? So I'm going to stop lecturing you guys. I'm sure you don't want to hear, and I'm done. looks like a good reading. Like I said, overall, it's just some little things that is the reason why we look at the yearly. If there's things that you hear that you don't particularly like, it's a good time to say, hey, I may have some issues with money in this month. Well, let me put a couple of dollars on the side, or let me start to practice, healthy mantras and self-dialogue, and do some self-help so that my energy is better for this coming year. Does that make sense? So that's what I have for you guys for 2021. I hope that this has been helpful. Check me out with the next one. Take care, Pisces.